What up, what up, what up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Back at you with another tabletop review. Let's start out by saying, just to kind of cover any YouTube guidelines, we are in a safe and controlled environment. This video is for educational purposes only. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. So we got a home defense shotgun review going here. We got a 3-for-1. So we've got 3 different shotguns, different manufacturers, similar in characteristics, but still very different. So we're going to start out at the top and kind of work our way in, and we'll kind of bounce around here. But these are 3 home defense shotguns. We've got 1 pump action, and then we got 2 semi-automatics. So weight-wise, length-wise, here we got 18-inch barrel, 18 and a half. This is the Black Aces Tactical Pro Series S-Max is what we got here. This is the Mossberg 590 Shockwave. Everybody's familiar with that. That's a hometown favorite. And this here is the Remington V3 TAC 13. That's a pretty hot model as well. So that's what we're working with. 18.5-inch barrel, 18.5-inch barrel. The Remington is a 13-inch barrel. So that's the shorty of the group. Ironically, that's the most heaviest. So this one here is about 6.5 pounds. The Mossberg is 5.5, and then the Black Aces is just under 6 pounds. So you might as well call it 6 pounds. So that's why I say characteristics very similar, but still very different firearm. So this Black Aces Tactical, this is a unique piece. It's kind of a versatile piece. They give you the full stock as well as the bird's head grip. So you get both with it, so you can run it in either configuration. This is not any faux wood. This here is walnut. So you get either the black walnut finish, or you can get the standard traditional walnut wood. But this here is solid. So even if you don't want to run this bad boy on the gun, you can keep it with you just to bust somebody upside the head with it as a last resort. So that's a nice piece there. I bought it for the compact setup. I didn't really want the stock, but it came with it, so that's all good. I'm going to leave it in the bird's head configuration. This here is also walnut here, so that's a solid piece. I bought this because I couldn't get this. I had ordered the Shockwave, but this was around the pandemic time, and these bad boys were missing in action. You couldn't find them. And if you did find them, they were gouging on the price. They were twice as much as what it should be, sometimes more, if you could find it. So I had one on order for a long time. It did not come in, so I switched to this here. And that's how I end up with the Black Aces. So Black Aces is known for making, Black Aces Tactical known for making quality shotguns, so they make some nice pieces. So that's not really a sacrifice. I just wanted the Shockwave initially. But I got this here. Capacity-wise, all these are 5+1. The Black Aces Tactical, you can see, has the longest magazine tube. So if you know, you know. You got a little more to work with there. The Mossberg, because it's a pump action, you can use the mini shells in that. So that's a major plus as far as capacity. But all these bad boys are decent shotguns. Size-wise, as far as maneuvering, either one will get the job done. This comes with chrome-plated receiver, charging handle, as well as the receiver release. Safety is on the pistol grip there. So you got safety back here. You got a nice stainless trigger. And all these are cleared, so the weapon is clear. No ammo inside of there. But this is a decent firearm. This is American made. They make these out of Longwood, Florida. This doesn't come with the rail piece here. I added this. It was a little tricky getting it to work because of the distance, the separation of the barrel and the tube. It's not an ideal fit, but made it work. So if you want to put something on here, I did have a laser light mounted on the side of this, but I changed it out. I'm going to get a different one to put on there. I didn't really like the one that was on there, so I've seen some other ones that I like, so I will add one of those on there. This comes with the sling mount up front, and this was designed to go with the stock because you got the loop on the back here on the stock. So if you did want to run a sling on there, you could. This bird's head grip, there may be a piece you can put in here if you wanted to put a loop on the back here, but I'm good with it like it is. They do sell scavengers for these, so if you wanted to get a thigh scavenge, you can get one, or you can strap it to your leg. Thought about getting one of those, more so for the Shockwave versus for this or for the Remington. I like this just as it is. Pretty nice piece. You got lock on the side here. You can lock that bad boy back, and you got your release there, but nice and functional. I don't know the operating system on this here. It is semi-automatic, but I'm not sure which system it is. Sight-wise, you've got just a white dot on the front there. Post sticking up. Side angle is better. It does come with 3 chokes on here, so you get 3 different chokes to choose from. I left in there whatever was in there. I haven't changed them out, so just kind of stored the other ones. But this is a pretty nice piece here. So moving on to the next piece here, we're going to jump over to the Shockwave. So the Shockwave is a pretty nice home defense shotgun here. So that was the desired piece for a long time. When they first came out, they were like really hot. Everybody wanted a Shockwave. These come in many different finishes. They come in the FDE, obviously they come in black. I've seen them in pewter, I've seen them in stainless. So it's a nice mix out there. And this is clear as well. So the weapon is clear. This is the traditional Mossberg hardware on here with the traditional strap, familiar look there. They do sell other hardware for this if you want to change this out. I think Magpul makes some different hardware for it. I'm going to leave this on here. I like the traditional Mossberg look. Safety on this one is on top, so you can call that ambi. This is tapped up here if you want to do something up top. You got the bead safety up front. This one here also comes with chokes. For this, what I will do with this eventually, Black Aces Tactical make a rail for this, a full length Picatinny rail. It comes all the way, mounts here, wraps around, comes all the way back, comes with a side saddle for the side that holds 5. It's got Picatinny rail on each side as well as on the bottom. And it also comes with a nice point there, the door breach point. So I will eventually get that for this, but that's probably the only changes I'll make for it. Other than that, it'll remain like this. You've got a loop back here if you did want to put some type of sling on there, but I'll leave that as it is. The release for the slide here is right on the bottom there. So that's your action. The benefit of this piece here is all of these are 3-inch chambers. So you can run either the 2 3/4 shells or you can run the 3-inch shells. But this Mossberg here, if you put this adapter piece in here, then you can run the mini shells. And with the mini shells, that changes your capacity to 11+1. And those minis come in all configurations. You can get them with the buckshots, you can get them in slugs, so whatever you prefer. So if you load this bad boy up with 11+1 slugs and those mini shells, that's some serious firepower and a nice compact package. So that will definitely get the job done. But I like this here. Very similar in characteristics to the Black Aces Tactical. That's why it wasn't a big deal to make the switch. Once the Shockwave was definitely not going to be available, making the switch over to that was not a tough decision. So I don't regret that at all. Like I say, 18.5-inch barrel, 18.5-inch. And then this one here is Remington. This is kind of the Mac Daddy of the group here. So this is a unique piece. This was a sought after piece for a long time. Around the pandemic and for a good while after, you couldn't find these bad boys in stock. And same thing, if you found them on Gunbroker, I've seen them for as much as $1,800, anywhere 15 to 1,800. So they were gouging hard on these. This has 13-inch barrel, got bead sight on there, you got the raised vented rail on here. This is synthetic, this grip on here, so that's a hard plastic. You've got the integrated strap in there. Oh, and this is clear as well. Weapon is clear, no shells in there. As you see it, is how it comes. Bird's head grip. This one does have a quick disconnect. Slide on the side here if you wanted to put a single point on there or something like that. This one here has different options as far as the feeding here. You can lock it. So it's got 3 different settings on there. One of the benefits of this has what they call the Verisport. It's called Verisport gas system. So this is a gas recoil system here. And that's supposed to allow you to run either low brass or high brass, and it should cycle it with no problem. as well as it should mitigate the recoil. So this here is a quality piece. This is about twice as much as either one of these. These are similar in price. So you can find these for around 500, a little above 500, but definitely under 600 if you shop around. This is about twice as much. These are more plentiful now, so the prices have come back to within reason. You can find them out there. I guess Remington maybe did some more runs on these, but before they were scarce. So I like this one the most out of the bunch. This was the one I wanted the most, and I shopped for a long time before I happened to run across one in one of my local gun shops and jumped right on it. But I actually bought this used, but the guy that owned it never shot it. He had it, he stored it, finally decided to get rid of it, and the same day that I was in there buying it, he was looking to get it back because he had it on consignment. But I'd already put money on it. So this was a nice find. This comes on here like this. That's what this piece is designed for. As you can see, there's a difference in the spacing in the barrel and the tube between this Remington and the Black Aces. So that piece is really designed for more of this type of setup. But the way this is the way it'll stay. I won't make any changes to this. This stands alone. What I will eventually do for all three of these is those peak cases, the custom cases. They make cases for all, well, they make it for the Shockwave and they make it for the Remington. I don't think they make one that's designed for the Black Aces. Right now, for each one of these, I am running just standard tactical soft cases here. So this fits all of them, nice and perfect. Just a soft case. Inside, you got pockets on the outside. You can put shells or whatever you want to put in there. Nice handle. They do have a loop if you want to put a sling on there. Loop on the back. So this is what I'm using for each one of them. But I will get one of those custom peep cases, definitely for the Remington and definitely for the Mossberg, eventually. No hurry. That's just something down the line as far as future plans. So these are the three home defense shotguns. Nice pieces, each one in its own right. Like I say, very different, but very similar in characteristics. That's pretty much it. This is just a tabletop review. I will get them out to the range at some point, get some rounds through them, and I'll capture that footage. But this was just going to be a tabletop review just to talk about some of the differences and some of the similarities. One thing that I did want to touch on for the channel, I appreciate all the support. The channel's growing. But what I noticed in looking at the analytics is that a lot of the viewers are not actually subscribed to the channel. And these are repeat viewers. So it's a misconception that if you get notifications that you're subscribed to the channel. You can get notifications just because you view the content, but still not be an actual subscriber. So if you enjoy the content, if you're coming back to the channel, take the time to subscribe. It helps us grow, helps us do things as far as acquire more firearms, get more support from outside supporters. So that's what we're looking to do. Trying to put out quality content. So far, I think things are going pretty good, but we always want to grow. So we want to see progress. So take the time, hit that subscribe button, like the videos, comment, welcome feedback. I like to engage. So that's just going to help us grow. So much of that. That's it for this review. Just wanted to touch on that. That's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. We're going to wrap it right here. Weekend review. We're going to get this bad boy up on the channel for you to check it out. If you're hearing this and you're obviously checking it out, then it is up. So that's it for now. Holla.